That's not a drill.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Young. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Up past the 30, second down coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone's in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Following the penalty, it's Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Even 3 yards on the run. Now they need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. When you look at this defense, they played really well when they went over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now a third down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. Really well. They're confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Williams. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the previous play, a big help, is now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now here's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Panthers hit 9-4 now on the year. Now, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Young will set to throw. And he is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Let's keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down, Young. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. A huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
following the interception. Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns. There he goes left side. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. There's almost 11 to the ball. Every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The first carry for Samaje Perine. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Trying for it with Perine. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now it's Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ballgame.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyquan Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, it could be the decisive goal in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pick at the 28 yards.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines over on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake, now Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. And with a foot in the open man, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Broncos nothing. Eddie Piñeiro to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Perine. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You got to think that sooner or later, you're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trouble, 38.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go. Ready?
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Set.
On the give, here's McBride. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
10 cycles. Ready.
Here's McBride. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go now.
A run here with McBride. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, line. Hut, hut.
And now a run with McBride. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be up.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run again with Pirine. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Smith, ready.
On second down, here's McBride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 to the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Not to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run on first down. McBride. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 46, here's second down and 8.
52 blaster. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McBride. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have the first down.
That's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
They'll try the left side. It's McBride. Fights off the defender, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and come off the clock.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McBride give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's gonna be a good day, boys. Let's go. Let's go now.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Ready?
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. To throw here, Dalton sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.